Okay, let's get started on making our granny square. I've already made the first row for this, just to kind of explain what we're doing. So these are double crochet clusters. Each double crochet cluster is just 3 double crochets in a row. And each double crochet cluster has a chain 2 space in between. So there's my cluster, I chain 2, did another cluster, chain 2, cluster, chain 2, cluster, chain 2, and sealed it with a slip stitch. So let's get started. I will start off with my slip knot. To form my circle, I'm going to chain 3. You could also use the magic circle method if you'd like. So I chain 3 and I'm going to insert my hook into the first chain and seal it with a slip stitch. For my first double crochet, I'm actually going to be chaining 3. 3 chains is the height of a double crochet stitch. So there's 1. I'm going to just put my hook right in the center of that circle. Oops. Okay, there's our second double crochet. And our third double crochet. So there's my first cluster. Now I'm going to chain 2, do my second cluster, chain 2, and the third cluster, chain 2, and the fourth cluster. So now that I've got my 4 corners, I'm going to chain 2 and then seal it with a slip stitch. So I'm just putting my hook right underneath that first chain 3 that I did. So this is a corner space, corner space, corner space, corner space. So now to start my next row, I'm going to chain 3 once again. And I want to go into this corner space right here, this chain 2 space, so I'm going to actually turn my work and do a double crochet cluster. Each corner space, each chain 2 space is going to have 2 double crochet clusters in it, and those will make up the new corner. And in between those double crochet clusters, I'm going to chain 2, making the new corner piece. That's how your piece grows. Okay, and now that I've got this corner piece going, I'm going to actually just chain 1 and then head on over to the next chain 2 space and start my next corner piece. So 2 double crochet clusters with 2 chains in between. Okay, chain 1, start on my next corner. So now I just chain 1 and seal it with a slip stitch. Okay, so now I'm ready to start my next row. Chain 3, turn my work. I'm going to do 1 double crochet cluster in this space because it is not a corner piece. Chain 1, and this is a corner, so I'm going to do a double crochet cluster, chain 2, and do another double crochet cluster. Okay, there's my new corner. Chain 1, and this is not a corner piece, so I'm just going to be putting 1 double crochet cluster in there. Chain 1, there's a corner, so I'm going to make a corner cluster. Okay, that's my last corner, so I'm going to chain 1 and seal that with a slip knot or slip stitch.